Hey everybody, happy Monday. So this week I'm going to talk about detoxification. I've gotten a lot of questions about the idea of detoxing as folks have been engaging with my promo for my upcoming group nutritional cleanse, and it raises a really interesting question because I talk about detoxification and cleansing the body quite a bit with my clients. So what better time to kind of share a little bit more about why detoxification is important, what we actually mean by the word detoxification, and how to approach it in a way that is safe and not extreme, which I think is what many of us connect in our brains when we hear the word detox or cleansing, right? Something that is overly restrictive, weird pills, chalky shakes, things that come in packages, and that's actually the opposite of what a detox should be. So first of all, why is detoxification so important? It is true. Our bodies are made to detox toxins and things that are not good for it. You've heard me talk a lot about our natural innate systems of elimination. Your liver is like the king of that overall system, your large intestine, your skin, your kidneys, your urine, and so forth. Our bodies are beautifully made to help us get rid of things that are harmful to our bodies, that don't serve us well, including used hormones. That is accurate. But remember a few things. We are imperfect. And most of us eat the standard American diet, which is full of processed foods, refined sugars, things like alcohol, carbohydrates, and then you fold in some things like cigarettes, for example, a sedentary lifestyle, foods that are laden with chemicals and pesticides, and the list can go on and on and on. And then that creates a situation in which these beautiful bodies of ours that are made to naturally detox, frankly, the demand for what needs to be detoxed can overreach the threshold of what the body can simply handle on its own. There is a limit to everything. Our body does not function in a way to where we can just do anything to it and it will be able to tolerate it. There is a threshold. And so when that threshold is exceeded, the liver becomes sluggish. It becomes bogged down. It becomes overwhelmed with trying to cleanse the blood of all of the things that it's been exposed to, and it needs some help. And so that's where the idea of detoxing comes into play. How do you know if you need to detox? Well, there are a few things that you can look for. Are your bowel habits irregular? Constipation, diarrhea, acne or other skin irritations, including things like rosacea, persistent headaches, muscle fatigue, brain fog, fatigue in general, food allergies and sensitivities, having a hard time losing weight, hormonal imbalances, or consistent use of things like hormone replacement therapies, like even birth control pills, for example, consistent use of pain relievers, and generally, if you have a diet that tends to not be on the healthier side, more of the standard American diet, or that tends to have a higher load of refined carbohydrates, refined sugars, alcohol, even if it's wine, those are things that you might consider needing to do a cleanse or detox every once in a while. Now, of course, it's ideal to make those lifestyle changes in your diet, right? So that your body is nurtured and doesn't get into a state of being sluggish to begin with. So I want to make that clear. But if you are experiencing some of those symptoms, we are bio-individual. Everyone's body is different. So I like to think I have a fairly healthy lifestyle. My diet is very healthy. I do have stress. I'm not always perfect, but I try. And even periodically, I do a cleanse, a nutritional cleanse, to flood my body with nutrients and minerals and a lot of the root components that my body needs to support the processes that naturally take place. So let's talk about what that looks like. So what does the liver need to do its job? It needs nutrients. It needs something from you to do it. It doesn't just do it on its own. B vitamins, A vitamins, C vitamins, E vitamins, antioxidants, glutathione, which comes from your food, just to name a few. Now, if you are not consuming enough nutrients to support the demand that you're then putting on the liver is not going to have what it needs to do its job. It can't just work without the right inputs, just like a car can't move without the right gasoline. Nutritional cleanses, when done properly, allow you to take a whole food approach, remove common allergens, things that cause food sensitivities, things that have higher loads of toxins that not only give your systems of elimination a break, but it floods your body with the nutrients that, frankly, many of us are deficient in as a result of our diets and or stress, so that they get a break, they can kind of recover, but then also are getting those nutrients to kind of get their mojo back, so to speak. And that is why when people do cleanses, they feel so much better afterwards, because the body is actually functioning optimally. You're fueling it with the right things. You're giving yourself a little bit of a break, and it has a chance to kind of catch its breath. So nutritional cleanses can be great. Cleanses from processed, packaged, refined things, I would be a little skeptical about that. And so in my nutritional cleanse program, I walk you through a 14-day protocol, tell you what to do from the time you wake up in the morning to the time you go to bed, from drinking warm lemon water in the morning to ending the day with a stress relieving and nourishing magnesium bath to melt the day's stresses away and promote supporting your body's inherent systems of detoxification. You get a full food list, meal plans, enough recipes for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and 2 snacks a day, including desserts. And you can choose from vegan, paleo, or whole food. You're eating, you're not starving yourself. You're just eating the right things, and things that are known to not be common food allergens, to not overload your body with toxins, but rather nourish your body and help it to recover a little bit. So DM me with questions. Hopefully this is helpful to learn a little bit more about the proper way to think about detoxification, why it might be helpful for you. Stay with me later this week where I kind of walk through some tips and best practices to consider when you are considering a detox or cleanse, whether it's mine or another one. And you all have a great week. Bye, y'all.